Hello, welcome to all of you in this session of sociology. Today we will learn about important topics of sociology which are included in the syllabus of supervisor exam 2024. Let us start. What are social processes? You know that society is a system of social relationships. The term social relationship. What does term social relationship refer to? It refers to the relationship that exists among people. The relationship between father and son, employer and employee, teacher and student, leader and follower, etc. These relationships are called social relationships. Such relationships are among the most obvious features of the society. The social relationships may be studied by the kind or mood of interaction they exhibit. We divide the social relationships on the basis of mood of interaction they exhibit. What kind of interaction the individual possesses? On that basis, we divide social processes. These kinds or moods of interaction are called social processes. Forms of social processes. The society contains hundreds and perhaps thousands of socially defined relationships. There are hundreds and thousands of socially defined relationships. These relationships are beyond measurement. We cannot measure these relationships. It is humanly impossible for an individual to make a detailed study of each and every social relationship. It is not for it is not possible for a human to calculate or to make a detailed study of each and every relationship because social relationships are abstract. For this reason, social relationships have been classified and discussed in terms of kinds of interaction. These kinds of interaction of patterns of interaction are called social processes. The kinds of interaction or social processes include isolation, it is an a social process, cooperation, competition, contravention, conflict, accommodation, assimilation, accumulation, differentiation, disintegration. Let us first see associative process. Associative processes include cooperation, accommodation, assimilation, accumulation. These are associative processes. Dissociative processes include competition, conflict, contravention, differentiation, disintegration. Let us study these social processes one by one. What is cooperation? Cooperation is one of the most basic, pervasive, and continuous social process. Most basic, pervasive, and continuous. It is the very basis of social existence. Cooperation is the very basis of social existence. It is because of cooperation social existence exists. Cooperation generally means working together for the pursuit of a common goal. What does cooperation mean? To work together for the pursuit of a common goal. The term cooperation is derived from the two Latin words co, meaning together, and opere, meaning to work. Literally, cooperation means joint work or working together for common rewards. अगर हम डिफिनेशन की तरफ जाएंगे, कॉपरेशन की डिफिनेशन देखेंगे, तो जो इम्पोर्टेंट डिफिनेशंस हैं उस उनमें आते हैं मेरिल एंड एल्ड्रिज की डिफिनेशन। Cooperation is a form of social interaction wherein two or more persons work together to gain a common end। ये किसकी डिफिनेशन है? मेरिल एंड एल्ड्रिज। क्या कहते हैं वो? Cooperation is a form of social interaction wherein two or more persons work together to gain a common end। A.W. ग्रीन क्या कहते हैं कॉपरेशन के बारे में? कॉपरेशन इज द कंटिन्यूस एंड कॉमन एंडेवर of two or more persons to perform a task or to reach a goal that is commonly cherished। फेयरचाइल्ड क्या कहते हैं? Cooperation is the process by which the individuals or groups combine their effort in a more or less organized way for the attainment of common objective। Cooperation is joint activity in pursuit of common goals or shared rewards। टाइप्स ऑफ कोऑपरेशन। अब हम देखेंगे टाइप्स ऑफ कोऑपरेशन। उनमें आता है डायरेक्ट कोऑपरेशन, इनडायरेक्ट कोऑपरेशन, प्राइमरी कोऑपरेशन, सेकेंडरी कोऑपरेशन, टेरिशरी कोऑपरेशन। डायरेक्ट कोऑपरेशन किसको कहते हैं? The individuals involved do the identical function। Example, playing together, worshipping together, tilling the field together, taking over a cart from the more extra। People do work in a company with other members in direct cooperation। Indirect cooperation. People work individually for the attainment of a common end। This is based on the principle of division of labor and specialization। For example, farmers, spinners, weavers, dyers, tailors, etc. different people engaged in different activities on the basis of division of labor, but their end remains the same, that of producing clothes। These all kinds of persons work separately to reach a common end, to produce clothes। So they indirectly cooperate with each other to produce clothes by the process of indirect cooperation। Primary cooperation. It is found in primary groups such as family, neighborhood, friends group, etc. These are primary groups, and in primary groups we find primary cooperation। Secondary cooperation, feature of the modern civilized society, and is found mainly in secondary groups। It is highly formalized and specialized। Secondary cooperation is found in modern civilized societies and is found mainly in secondary groups। Tertiary cooperation. Cooperation may be found between bigger groups also। It may be found between two or more political parties, castes, tribes, religion, etc. Role of cooperation in social life. Very important. What is the role of cooperation in social life? It has made our social life possible and livable। It surrounds us on all sides। It is both a psychological and biological next। McLever and Page say, man cannot associate without cooperating, without working together in the pursuit of like or common interests। It is needed not only among the individuals, associations, groups, and communities, but also among the nations। If there is no cooperation among the nations, the economy of the nations will go down, and there will be always conflict, there will not be peace, there will not be prosperity and development। It provides a solution for many international problems and disputes। Cooperation is a joint venture with another or others for a commodity, goal, or value. Competition. Another social process is competition. Competition is actually opposition may be divided into competition and conflict. You may face opposition, and this opposition may include competition for you or conflict among you. Competition is a less violent form of opposition in which two or more persons or groups struggle for some end or goal. Attention is focused on the reward or the goal rather than on the competitors. Attention is focused on the resources, reward, goal, extra, rather than on the competitors. In conflicted person or group ignores or destroys the opponent in order to secure a goal or reward. Wars, crimes, these are these include conflict. What is an what is a competition? As competition becomes more personal, it shades into conflict. As competition becomes more personal, it shades into conflict. It gets converted into conflicts. It transforms itself into conflict. The more disruptive, disjunctive social process. It divides people. It disrupts people. It destroys notions. Competition is the first fundamental form of social struggle. It is most fundamental form of social struggle. It is a natural result of the universal struggle for existence. It is competition which is natural result of the universal struggle for existence. It is based on the fact that all people can never satisfy all their desires. Competition takes place whenever there is an insufficient supply of things that human beings commonly desire. When there is an insufficient supply of things, competition arises. If there will be sufficient things of supply of things for the human beings, there will not be competition. अगर हम डेफिनेशन देखेंगे पार्क एंड वर्जिस क्या कहते हैं कंपटीशन इज एन इंटरेक्शन विद आवर सोशल कंटेक्ट वी डू नॉट ऑब्जर्व सोशल कंटेक्ट इन competition. There are two persons sitting in different places but they may have competition with each other. बायसेंस क्या कहते हैं competition is the striving of two or more persons for the same goal which is limited so that all cannot share. Houghton and Hunt क्या कहते हैं competition is a struggle for possession of rewards which are limited in supply, goods, status, power, love, anything. अगर हम characteristics of competition देखेंगे please note down these things. Scarcity as a condition of competition. Competition is continuous. Competition is universal. Competition is dynamic. Competition is a cause of social change. Competition may be personal or impersonal. Competition may be constructive or destructive. Competition is always governed by norms. Competition may be unconscious also. Types of competitions. Social competition, mostly observed in open society, modern society, industrial societies. Economic competition for jobs, customers, clients, etc. Political competition during elections, we know that. Cultural competition between natives and invaders. Competition may also take place between racial groups, religious groups, etc. Role of competition in social life. assigns status to the individual's source of motivation, provides for social mobility, competition contributes to socio-economic progress, provides for new experiences, satisfy man's desire. Differentiate between cooperation and competition. Cooperation. Cooperation refers to a form of social interaction in persons work two or more common end. Competition is a form of social interaction wherein the individuals try to monopolize rewards by surpassing all the rivals. Sorry, it is competition. Competition is a form of social interaction wherein the individuals try to monopolize rewards by surpassing all the rivals. Competition is always based on the combined or the joint efforts of the people. But competition can take place at the level of group and also at the level of the individual. Cooperation normally brings about positive results. It rarely causes losses to the individuals involved in it. Cooperation. Though competition can bring negative positive results, it can cause damages or losses to the parties and persons involved. Competition is not always positive, remember it. It can cause damages or losses to the parties and persons involved. Cooperation is boundless. It has no limitations. One can go to any extent to help others. Cooperation requires qualities such as kindness, sympathy, concern for others, mutual understanding, and some amount of readiness to help others. Cooperation brings people satisfaction, and contentment. Cooperation has its own limitations, it is bound by norms. Limitless or unregulated competition can cause much harm. Competition requires qualities such as strong aspirations, self confidence, the desire to earn name and fame in the society, the spirit of adventure, and a readiness to suffer and struggle. Competition may cause satisfaction as well as dissatisfaction, anxiety, indebtedness, and uncertainties. Let's see now conflict. Conflict is an ever present process in human relations. It is one of the forms of struggle between individuals or groups, nations, status. Conflict takes place whenever person or group seeks to gain a reward not by surpassing other competitors but by preventing them from effectively completing. Definition of conflict. हॉटन ने क्या बोला हॉटन एंड हॉट ने Conflict may be defined as a process of seeking to monopolize rewards by eliminating or weakening the competitors. Young and Mack ने क्या कहा Conflict takes the form of emotionalized and violent opposition in which the major concern is to overcome the opponent as a means of securing given goal or reward. Glenn and Glenn ने क्या कहा Conflict is a social process in which individuals or groups seek their ends by directly challenging the antagonist by violence or threat of violence. Characteristics of conflict. Conflict is universal. Conflict is a conscious action. Conflict is personal. Conflict is not continuous but intermittent. Conflict depends issues. Conflict is conditioned by culture. Conflict is conditioned by culture. Conflict may be smaller or larger. Frustration and insecurity promote conflicts. Conflict is universal. It is present in almost all societies. In some societies, conflict may be very acute and vigorous, while in some others it may be very mild. Conflict is a conscious action. Individuals and groups who are involved in conflict are aware of the fact that they are conflicting. So it is conscious action. Conflict is personal. When competition is personalized, it leads to conflict. When competition is personalized, it leads to conflict. Conflict is not continuous but intermittent. It takes place occasionally. No society can sustain itself in a state of continuous conflict. There may be spells of peace in between spells of conflict. Conflict depends issues. Conflict depends on issues. Conflict may be between social classes, religious groups, social groups, political groups, etc. Result of changes in values, ideals, goals, attitudes, etc. Conflict is conditioned by culture. It is affected by the nature of the group and its particular culture. When conflict is infrequent and when no adequate techniques have been worked out, more violent and unpredictable sorts of conflicts, such as race riots, arise. Conflict may be smaller or larger level. It may be it may between two individuals. It may be between two individuals, families, classes, races, nations, groups of nations. Frustration and insecurity promote conflicts. Insecurity, like economic crisis, unemployment, the fear of deprivation of love and affection may add to the frustration. In extreme cases of this sort, one may even lose mental balance or even commit suicide. Let us see types of conflict. Corporate conflict, personal conflict, latent and old conflict, class conflict, racial conflict, caste conflict, group conflict, international conflict. These are some types of conflict. Corporate conflict. Corporate conflict occurs among the groups within a society or between two societies. When one group tries to impose its will on the other group, other conflict takes place. When one group tries to impose its will on the other group, conflict takes place. For example, race riots, communal upheavals, labor management, conflict. Personal conflict. Personal conflict takes place within the groups. Personal conflict takes place within the groups. It is more severely restricted and disapproved than the conflict between the groups. For example, husband may quarrel with wife. It is group of two. Student with the teacher. Friend with the friend. Latent and overt conflict. Latent and overt conflict. Latent conflict becomes overt conflict when an issue is declared and when hostile action is taken. War, extra. Overt conflict takes place when one side or the other feels strong and wishes to take advantage of this fact. Class conflict. It arises between social classes which have mutually hostile or opposite interests. Racial conflict. Due to physiological differences which are apparently seen among people. Physiological differences, skin color, eye color, hair color, etc. These may give rise to racial conflict. Caste conflict. A sense of highness or lowness, of superiority and inferiority, of holy and unholy, which some caste groups have developed, have been responsible for caste conflict. Group conflict. Group conflict is found between two or more groups of any kind, political, social, economic, religious, or otherwise. International conflict. It refers to the conflict between two or more nations or groups of nations. It may take place for political, religious, economic, ideological, etc. Role of conflict. It is fundamental social trait. Development of society has been marked by a ceaseless struggle. Society requires for its formation and growth both harmony and disharmony, association and disassociation. So, in the formation of strong society, conflict has also a role. Difference between competition and conflict. Competition is a process of seeking to monopolize a reward by overtaking all rivals. Sorry, it is competition. Competition is a process of seeking to monopolize a reward by overtaking all rivals. Conscious or unconscious. Competition is conscious or unconscious. Competition is universal as well as continuous, impersonal in nature, positive and negative, joint activity in pursuit of common goals, requires sympathy, kindness, etc., universal and continuous, mostly positive results, basic to group life. These are some characteristics of competitions. Conflict is a process of seeking to possess as reward by weakening, not monopolizing, by weakening, by threatening, by attacking, or eliminating all rivals. Always conscious activity, universal but not continuous, personal in nature, mostly brings negative results, but sometimes positive results. It also brings weakening or destroying the other competitors, conscious in nature, deepest emotion, strongest sentiments, universal but not continuous, mostly negative results, and it's not fundamental. Accommodation. Another very important social process is accommodation. Human social organization is fundamentally the result of an accommodation of conflicting elements. Throughout his life, man has to face a number of conflicting situations. Since conflict cannot continue indefinitely and man does not cherish the prospects of conflict, adjustments are always made. Adjustments are always made in between conflicts. Such adjustments that man does continuously to pull on with other people and situations can be called accommodation. So, it is the process of getting along in spite of differences. It is a way of inventing social arrangements which help people to work together whether they like it or not. Let us see meaning of accommodation. Life is a series of interruptions and recoveries. Thus, conflicts are bound to be there in life. Still, the conflicting individuals and groups sooner or later are forced to find a ways to reconcile their differences. This reconciliation is known as actually accommodation. Example अगर हम लेंगे, husband and wife may quarrel for some petty or serious things at one time or another, but most of the times they live together with mutual love and affection. Workers may go on strike today for some reason, but they are bound to come back to work tomorrow after some settlements with the management. This settlement is actually an accommodation. अगर हम डेफिनेशन देखेंगे accommodation की, J.M. Baldwin ने कहा, the term denotes acquired changes in the behavior of individuals which help them to adjust to their environment. MacLever ne kaha, the term refers to particularly to the process in which man attains a sense of harmony with his environment. When man attains a sense of harmony with his environment, it is an accommodation with the environment. Ogburn and Nimkov. Accommodation is a term used by sociologists to describe the adjustment of hostile individuals or groups. Characteristics of accommodation. Accommodation is the natural result of conflict. Accommodation may be conscious or an unconscious activity. Accommodation is universal and is continuous. The effects of accommodation may vary with the circumstances. अगर हम कैरेक्टर्स देखेंगे एकोमोडेशन के इन डीप, तो पहला जो कैरेक्टर है, एकोमोडेशन इज द नेचुरल रिजल्ट ऑफ कन्फ्लिक्ट. Since conflicts cannot take place continuously, they make room for accommodation. The sense of conflict they sit down for it is settlement. This settlement is known as accommodation. Man's adjustment with the social environment is mostly unconscious. Accommodation may be conscious or unconscious activity. Why? When we see man's adjustment with the social environment is mostly unconscious. Unconsciously, the newborn individual accommodates himself with his family, caste or race, neighborhood, playgroup, school with the total environment. It becomes conscious when the conflicting individuals and groups make a deliberate and an open attempt to stop fighting and start working together. अगर हम कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स देखेंगे एकोमोडेशन के, accommodation is universal. Accommodation as a condition and as a process is universal. As a condition and as a process is universal. We can see accommodation, this social process, everywhere in the world. Accommodation is continuous. The process of accommodation is not confined to any particular stage in the life of an individual. It is not limited to any fixed social situation. Also, the effects of accommodation may vary with the circumstances. It may serve to postpone outright conflict for a specific period of time, as in a treaty between nations or labor management agreement. Sometimes it may help the superior or more powerful party to impose its will on the weaker party. Types of accommodation: I leading to coercion, compromise, arbitration, meditation, conciliation, toleration, conversion, sublimation, rationalization. I leading to coercion. Coercion involves the use of force or the threat of force for making the weaker party to accept the conditions of agreement. This can take place when the parties are of unequal strength. Compromise: when the contending parties, opposite parties, sitting parties, under consideration parties are almost equal in power, they attain accommodation by means of compromise. In compromise, each party to the dispute makes some conscious concessions and irresistible demand of the other. Certain international agreements and management labor agreements on wages, hours of work are examples of compromise. Arbitration, mediation, and conciliation. Arbitration: when the contending parties themselves are not able to resolve their differences, they may resort to arbitration. Hence, the decision of the third party is binding on both the parties. Mediation: it is more akin to arbitration. This involves the introduction into the conflict of a neutral agent whose efforts are directed towards bringing about a peaceful settlement. But a meditator has no power to settle the conflict as such for his decisions are not binding on the parties. Conciliation. Conciliation, closely related to compromise, is conciliation. This is an attempt to pursue the disputants to develop friendship and to come to an agreement. It has been used in industrial, racial, and religious struggles. Toleration. Toleration or tolerant participation is an outgrowth of the live and let live policy. It is a form of accommodation without formal agreement. Here there is no settlement of differences, but there is only the avoidance of our conflict. Conversion is another form of social process. This form of accommodation involves a sudden rejection of one's beliefs, convictions, loyalties, and adaptation of others. This term is ordinarily used in the religious context to refers to one's conversion into some other religion. And the political fields in India now the change of party affiliations and ideological conviction has become very common. Sublimation. Adjustment by means of sublimation involves the substitution on non-aggressive attitudes and activities for aggressive ones. It may take place at individual as well as group level. The methods suggested by Jesus Christ, Gandhi ji, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, extra are this sublimation. Rationalization. This involves plausible excuses, explanations for one's behavior. One is not prepared to acknowledge one's failures or defects, for it may indicate guilt or the need for change. Hence, one blames others for one's fault. By ascribing one's failures to the others, instead of accepting one's own defects, one can retain self-respect. Role of accommodation. Without accommodation, social life could hardly go on. Social life could hardly go on without accommodation. Since conflict disrupts social integration, social disorder, social stability, in all societies, efforts are made to resolve them at the earliest. So, accommodation checks conflicts and helps persons and groups to maintain cooperation. It helps them to carry on their life activities together even with conflicting interests. It makes possible cooperation between antagonists or conflicting elements or parties. Assimilation is another social process. Like accommodation, it is also a form of social adjustment, but it is more permanent than accommodation. Assimilation is concerned with the absorption and incorporation of the culture by another, diffusion of culture. Hence, assimilation requires more fundamental changes than accommodation. When the process of assimilation takes place, the people in two distinct groups do not just compromise with each other, they also become almost indistinguishable. अगर हम डिफिनेशन देखेंगे एसिमिलेशन की, योंग एंड मैक ने क्या कहा? Assimilation is the fusion or blending of two previously distinct groups into one. Fusion or blending. Bogarts ने क्या कहा? Assimilation is the social process whereby attitudes of many persons are united and thus develop into a united group. Byzantius ने क्या कहा? Assimilation is the social process whereby individuals or groups come to share the same sentiments and goals. And Ogburn and Nimkov ने assimilation के बारे में क्या कहा है? That is, assimilation is the process whereby individuals or groups once dissimilar became similar and identified in their interest and outlook. अब हम देखेंगे characteristics of assimilation. Very important. Assimilation is not confined to single field only. Assimilation is a slow and gradual process. Assimilation is an unconscious process. Assimilation is a two-way process. Assimilation is not confined to a single field only. The term assimilation is generally applied to explain the fusion of two distinct cultural groups. But this process is by no means limited to any single field. Assimilation is a slow and gradual process, and assimilation cannot take place all of a sudden. It takes time. Fusion of personalities and groups usually takes time. It occurs only when there is relatively continuous and direct contact. Assimilation is an unconscious process. In the process of assimilation, the individuals or group is usually unconscious of what is taking place. Mostly in an unconscious manner, individuals and groups discard their original cultural heritage and substitute it with new one. In assimilation, there is a two-way process. Assimilation involves the principle of give and take. It is normally preceded by another process called acculturation. It is acculturation. Acculturation is preceded by assimilation. Acculturation is the preliminary and necessary step towards assimilation. It takes place when one cultural group which is in contact with another borrows from its certain cultural elements and incorporates them into its own culture. Factors favoring assimilation. Which factors promote assimilation? The first factor is toleration. When one group tolerates the culture of another group, intimate social relationship, direct contact, physical contact, amalgamation or intermarriage, cultural similarity, education, equal social and economic opportunity, factors favoring assimilation. Toleration. How toleration promotes assimilation? Assimilation is possible only when individuals and groups are tolerant towards the cultural differences of others. Toleration helps people to come together, to develop contacts and to participate in common social and cultural activities. Intimate social relationships. It takes place naturally and quietly in primary groups such as family and friendship groups. Amalgamation or intermarriage. Without biological amalgamation, complete assimilation is not possible. Mere intermixture must be in groups to a limited degree does not guarantee. Cultural similarity. If there are striking similarities between the main constituents of culture of groups, assimilation is quick to take place. The most important factor is education, which promotes assimilation. For immigrant people, public education has played a prominent role in providing cultural contact, equal social and economic opportunity. Publication education alone is not enough. People of All groups must have equal access to socio-economic opportunities. Only then they can come closer and establish relations among themselves with mutual trust. Let us see now factors retarding or hindering assimilation. What stops assimilation? Isolation, physical or racial differences, cultural differences, prejudice as a barrier to assimilation, dominance and subordination, factors retarding or hindering assimilation. Let us see one by one. Isolation, not only physical isolation and even mental isolation retards assimilation. Physical or racial differences. Differences in physical appearances are often used as a means of discrimination. Discrimination. It is easy to keep some people apart on the basis of their color or other physical features. Cultural differences. If there are no common elements in two cultures, the group may remain apart socially even though they happen to stay together physically. Prejudice as a barrier to assimilation. Prejudice is the attitude on which segregation depends for its success. As long as the dominant group is prejudiced against a particular group, which is kept apart, assimilation cannot take place. And prejudice also hampers, stops assimilation between two constituent elements within a given society. Dominance and subordination is another factor for to stop assimilation. Dominance and subordination often come in the way of close and intimate contact between groups. If the dominant group does not provide equal chances and opportunities for the minority or immigrant groups, assimilation is very slow to take place. Difference between accommodation and assimilation. अगर हम accommodation देखेंगे तो accommodation take place suddenly and in a radical manner. It may or may not provide permanent solution to group differences and disputes. It may be both conscious and unconscious process. Assimilation क्या है? Assimilation is a slow and gradual process. It takes time. Assimilation normally provides a permanent solution to intergroup disputes and differences. Intergroup. It is mostly an unconscious process. Thank you very much. Please see a telegram link in the description in the comment box to join with the telegram channel. Thank you very much again.